Welcome to the Pity to Power podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Watson, here to stop the pity party epidemic of the world. It's time to surrender your self-pity. Are you ready to embrace your power? Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer Watson, and I'm ready to give you a pity party pep talk that will get you out of your tears and into your joy. Each week, I break down a trigger of self-pity and how to work through it to step into your power. This week, we will talk about dreams and how they do or don't come true. If you follow my character, Patty Pity Party, on Instagram and YouTube, you get to experience her pity party breakdowns in the flesh, and perhaps something she says or does might relate to an emotion, judgment, or experience in your own life and highlights your vulnerability. Here's your chance to face it and turn your own pity into power. This week, Patty found herself in a tub, fully clothed and alone, drinking away her sorrows about how dreams just don't come true for her, only for lucky people, or rather, what she calls champagne people. You know, the ones that success always seems to just come so easily to. Well, she went on to say that she tried everything every guru has ever taught her: affirmations, classes to learn more, meditation, law of attraction, etc., etc. And nothing is working out for her. So she has decided to just give up and that it is hopeless. She's done trying to make her dreams come true. Let's look at that more closely. We can all relate to those times in our lives where we feel frustrated or stuck when a dream of ours seems unreachable, and we just want to give up. We wonder, is this worth it? Is it worth the time, the energy, the tears, the fears, and the challenges? That's a great question. First, you need to ask yourself, is this truly a dream of mine? Is it what my heart wants? It may be an old dream you're still chasing that doesn't really vibe with your current heart's desires. If that's the case, then yeah, let it go. Because there is a different dream of yours that wants to be realized, and that's where your focus needs to be. So release that dream and all that pressure and stress you put on yourself to make it come true. You don't want it anyway. But if it is a dream that is in your present heart, that you feel intuitively is a part of your soul, then yes, it is worth every roadblock you face and every action you take. It's worth the setbacks, the conflicts, the disappointments, and the mistakes. Keep moving forward. How do you do that, though? How do you step out of that sense of self-pity and into your power? First, by acknowledging the pity and your triggers. Allow yourself to feel all those feelings of frustration, anger, and sadness. Ask yourself, what is truly bothering me right now? Once you get to the root of it, it really can be as easy as releasing a limiting belief you have about yourself. So, one way you can do that is to try an affirmation transformation. For those of you who have not witnessed my affirmation transformations, essentially it's a progression from your current mindset belief to a new, more positive mindset. So often we are told to follow positive affirmations, but jumping from one extreme to the next doesn't always have staying power. So an affirmation transformation, it makes the transition digestible, logical, and believable. It makes it so that you really can grasp it and move from one state to the next state. So let's work through a possible affirmation transformation for this week's topic. We're talking about dreams and how they may not come true. So let's start off with what might be in your mind the first thing. My dreams will never come true. It's hopeless. Here we acknowledge our current belief, where our current state of emotions lead us to believe. Now, it's not a place you want to rest in, right? You don't want to stay there because it's not where you want to be. You want to move forward. So to begin shifting out of this, we're just going to adjust our wording a little bit to honor what is actually being triggered in us and confront it. I don't have what it takes. I'm only chasing after an illusion. Dreams are only for the lucky. Okay, now we have our feeling of worthlessness. How can we start seeing this in a new light? Can we try on a different perspective about this situation? What would that look like? It is possible that everything happens for a reason, even if I don't see it now. Okay, something like this helps us to at least open our minds and hearts up to different possibilities. It takes us out of our belief and allows us to be willing to move out of it slowly but effectively. So you see how it's gently bringing us away from the hopelessness to like, all right, maybe there's a reason. And I know a lot of people hate that expression, it happens for a reason. So insert whatever makes you feel comfortable in there. Like, okay, maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Whatever resonates for you, you can put in this step. So these are just general guidelines. So next, shift it a little bit more. Maybe failures are opportunities. Maybe there is a lesson about how to make my dream better. Hope. This step is all about hope. How can we acknowledge our challenge, our setback, or our frustration as part of the solution? Can we step outside of ourselves and the situation to see the bigger picture? Now, how can we view it from an even bigger picture perspective? If I look back over the last 10 years, I can see the progress that I have made. There is hope. And there's where the shift truly begins. Look how far you have come. You started at nothing, and even if you took some twists and turns and detours and circled right back to the beginning, you are still in a different place than nowhere, right? Now let's bring it full circle and take on a whole new belief. Every day, I am coming closer to fulfilling my life purpose. Faith will guide me there. So, we have gone from, my dreams will never come true, it's hopeless, to, every day I am coming closer to fulfilling my life purpose. Faith will guide me there. Now, it doesn't have to happen instantaneously, and in most cases it won't. But this progression of moving from a limiting belief to an empowering one will get you believing in yourself again. Spend as much time owning each affirmative progression along the way, and once it resonates with you, once you can really get behind it, you can move on to the next one. And then you'll see yourself shift from the sense of pity to the sense of power. So if these examples don't work for you, go ahead and create your own. They're just an example. But this pattern, this kind of structure is here to guide you to take whatever you're believing about your dream situation right now and move it to something where you can accept it as real, where it's positive, where it's moving you forward, where it's hopeful, and it gets you in that space of accepting you're perfect right where you are. And that's how you can turn your pity into power. Now go on out there and make those dreams come true. Thank you for tuning in this week. I'm Jennifer Watson, empowerment coach and motivational speaker. You can find me at www.stopthepityparty.com. Together, let's stop that pity party and embrace your power.